Morning, everybody. Hello, hello, and happy FriYay. Let's get in here and have some time together this morning. I'm going to get us started with our beautiful day. Beautiful day. Morning, good morning. Andrea, good morning. So come on, let's play. Forget the rush you're in and find a good spot. Sit down and join us as we sing a good song. Just follow along. Oh, we got plenty of time. Taking it easy won't cost you a dime. Throw another log onto the fire. Because it's a beautiful day. All right. Good morning. Good morning. I was doing a little bit of sharing this morning. Hopefully you took a minute to click that button and say share. Andrea, Joanne Castillo, Rick Morrow, Isabel. Good morning, everybody. Cheers on this Friday, FriYay. Let's see what we got going on. Auntie Jean. Good morning. We got a sad sack Auntie Jean this morning. She wasn't even going to wake me up. I'm going to tell on her. But yeah, it's Friday. It's travel day. Thank you all for coming in here this morning and lifting the vibration and just cheering each other just because we can, right? So grab your cup if you don't have it already, and let's fill it up with some love. Kathy Hand, good morning. All right, let's do the heart brain. Get ourselves going this morning on the right direction. Hand on your heart. It brings your focus right into your heart. Slow down the breathing. Give yourself that gift today. Just being here, just being. No have-tos. Now add in some compassion, some joy, some warmth. Give yourself a big hug. Wrap yourself in your own arms and remember what it feels like to hug your best friend. I am grateful for another day alive. I am grateful for this journey. I'm excited for where my path is taking me. I am living every moment to the fullest. I am ready for miracles today. I am open to receive, and I'm ready to give. I am enjoying everything about life. I am peace. Good morning, good morning. It's Be a Nice Human Day. We can all take that on as our goal for the day, right? Be a nice human. What does that look like to you? What does being a nice human mean in your world? And let's see who we got jumping in. Kathy, I'm getting ready to get on the road. I'm still where I've been, here with Auntie Jean this morning. Got another good morning hug from my Auntie Jean. And let's see who's here. Suzanne. Good morning, Suzanne. I'm so glad you're here with us in the morning. I'm loving on that. Deirdre, good morning. And thank you all for sharing. Tammy Fisk, good morning, darling. Deirdre, I am unlearning the things that conditioned me. That's a very important statement, Deirdre, because, you know, it's one of those things that happens when we come into this world, we inhabit a human body, we start learning what others think we should know, how others think we should act. So unlearning some of those things that were forced on us, and most of the time in well-meaning ways, but we have to just find our own way. And that's what waking up is all about. Waking up to who we are and what our soul says we are, not what our human peoples say we are. Catherine Kovacs, good morning to you. And Deirdre says, a nice human means being kindness and compassion. I so totally agree with you, Deirdre. Being nice it's respect, isn't it? Respecting each other. Yeah. Sally, good morning. Linda Lemieux, oh my goodness, you're up and you're here. I love it. Good morning, good morning. Suzanne says, being a nice human means no judgment, no expectations, being able to listen and have compassion. I love that. Good afternoon to you, Hope. Cheers, darling. Hope says, I am not placing any expectation on anything today, and let's see what shows up. Yes, yes, I love that too. Going in with eyes wide open and saying, come on, what you got for me, world? I love that. Isabel, I am courageous and perseverance. I am breaking through barriers. Oh, I love it. Catherine Kovacs, I am ready. Me too, Catherine. I am so ready for whatever this day brings. Just allowing it to unfold, just like the path behind me. I wanted to see if Auntie Jean was going to make a comment about this path. Does it look familiar to you, Auntie Jean Loriot? And let's get the rest of our peeps in here. Where's our blue Jean this morning? Missing her. We're missing, I haven't seen Marietta, but sometimes Marietta just listens to us and doesn't come in until she's ready to pop in with something amazing and wonderful and powerful. And Jean says, I am sad because you're leaving, but also filled with joy because we had a wonderful visit. We really did, didn't we? Now, thinking back over the last month that I've been here, it's been amazing to just spend the time we've spent and do the things we've done. I know we didn't get to go out a whole lot because of the weather. It was really cold here while I was here this time. Now it's starting to get nice, right? Go figure. Maybe that's what I should have done earlier and you would have had nice weather. Yeah, Auntie Jean, you recognized it. This is at the park called Waco Tanks, where we did the land blessing. Yeah, it was so amazing when I came in last year and we went out and we did 2 land blessings while I was here. We did one in New Mexico and we did this one at a place called Waco Tanks where we almost got in trouble, almost. But the angels didn't let us get caught. Kathleen Caputo, good morning. I'm ready for the snowstorm. Are you getting snow today? I think Charlie mentioned something about snow coming in. So yes, get yourself mentally prepared for it. And hopefully it won't be so bad. Hopefully it will just be beauty, because that's what snow does for me. It allows me to see more beauty in the world, a different scene, a different way of seeing the earth. Suzanne says, I am blessed, thankful, loving, and strong. Love that. Hope's waking everybody up. There you go, Hope. Get them up. Get them in here. Wakey, wakey. Annie 7, good morning. You got a late start this morning. Well, I would have, but the alarm told me to get up out of bed. I think I do better when I have like 2 or 3 hours of sleep instead of 4 or 5. I just noticed that I'm more aware. Maybe it's because when I close my eyes, I tell myself, you got to get up in a little bit. And I mentally start preparing for that alarm clock to go off. And Sally says, I am in motion, growing and evolving. Beautiful. Oksana, good morning. Oksana says, I need extra coffee today for this foggy morning in Florida. Oh dear, Florida has fog. Maybe that's why some of our Florida peeps are still asleep. Let's wake Stacy up. Let's give her a little nudge and tell her to get on up out of bed. Okay, y'all are commenting, so let me see what's going on. 8 to 12 inches you're going to get, Deirdre. Oh, wow. And yeah, you're getting a lot of snow. Uh-oh. Okay. So Josie and Rick are in the car, getting ready to go to Love and Light. So sending love to everyone that's got something going on there. Tiffany on the road, Chris taking care of his parents. Yeah, so turn that show on in the road and listen in. And speaking of listening in while you're on the road, I am so close to having all of the angel messages, the daily blog messages recorded. Most of them are already on YouTube. I think I have 2 more to put on there, and I'll have the whole month of the blogs in voice form for you to listen to while you're in the car or wherever you want to turn on YouTube and play those amazing messages. I was listening, or as I was recording some of them, I had forgotten some of the messages that they gave us over the last month. But those angels love us so much, and they just want us to enjoy life. That's the gist of what I'm getting as they've been talking to us this month. Just enjoy life. Sally says, we received ice last night. Everything is covered in ice. Wow. And Jean says, I think Charlie is going to get almost 36 inches of snow. Wow. Catherine, this is in El Paso, Texas. And it's at the site where we did the land blessing here last year. Jean took me to this wonderful park. It's called Waco Tanks, and it is beautiful. A lot of people go there and hike. So there were a lot of hikers out on this trail, and you're supposed to stay on the trail that they have marked out, like what you see behind me, that goes throughout the park. But, you know, sometimes you just gotta not do the supposed tos. Sometimes you just don't listen, do you? Isabel, being a nice human is break free from all thoughts, mind, judgments, and habits that don't serve our higher self. Just be empty and silent inside. Wow, I like that. And Kathy says, yep, a nor'easter is coming. We aren't expecting too much snow where I am, though. About 1 to 3 inches. Okay, well, that won't be too bad for you, Kathy. I'm so glad, since you have to be out traveling for work, driving to and from work every day. And Isabel, thank you so much for doing that. It helps me listen quicker. Yeah, you know, I really like listening to something. And most of the time, though, I like listening and reading it at the same time. That helps me. You're using more than one sense. And so it makes the message sink in a lot better than just using one sense, like your eyesight to see, to read it. And you can actually follow along. But you're so welcome, Isabel. I know that you had asked for that as well. Hope. She's calling me out here. She says, actually, Mama P, we've come to expect you and great Auntie Jean to be up to something, but I think it might have been the uninvited visit to the film location, but I believe the angels had paved the way for that. So you didn't get in trouble. Instead, you guys were well received. Yeah, I'm a spontaneous person. I just don't do a lot of planning things out. And the angels know that. And when they put me on this journey and told me to go, I was like, okay, we'll see what shows up. And even still, after a year and ever how many months on the road, I'm like, okay, I don't have a plan here, guys. You know, whatever y'all are going to do for me, wherever you're going to take me, that's where I'm going to go. But there are certain things that are planned out this year. So I'm kind of excited about what's going to happen in between the planned things. That gets me excited. Yeah. It's just like when we think about what is that space in between thought, that can be exciting, to not have any expectation. Our thoughts sometimes, it's like following breadcrumbs. You have a thought and then that leads you to another thought, and then something else comes in, or somebody interrupts, or somebody says something, and you just kind of follow along with that thought process that just rolls and goes. But what if you just tried to be still and allow whatever is going to show up for you, allow it to show up? To me, that's the space between the thoughts. It's like I'm not going to force things. I'm not going to think, oh, I got to think something. It's that in-between time, that pause moment that can be so exciting. And that's when we create. And Sally says, being a nice human is sharing the love we carry within. Yeah, it is. And isn't it so wonderful when we encounter a nice human? When somebody does an act of kindness, how does that make you feel? Somebody opens a door for you. Somebody lets you cut in front of them in line and says, oh, you've only got a few things, go ahead. Or I'm not in a hurry, you go ahead. It just makes me feel so special when somebody is courteous, and especially when somebody's respectful, and also that unexpected warmth that can come in and somebody just ask how you are. How are you? So let's do that today. How are you? How are you showing up for you today? And are you in a good space? I always like to ask that. What space are you in today? What's your day like? What's going on there? Kathleen says, I didn't hear that much. I heard up to 12 inches. Better put the news on. Well, sometimes, I don't know if he's listening or not, but sometimes our Charlie likes to exaggerate. So I don't know if you're supposed to get 36 inches. That's a lot of snow all at one time. So don't panic, Kathleen. Just, it's good to be aware of what they say to expect. And then when you don't get that much, you'll be pleasantly surprised, right? Stacy, we woke you up. Yay. Stacy says, good morning. I am in a good space. Wake up a bit late and had 2 conversations that made my day, plus a scale victory. That's always nice. Congratulations. So is that your FriYay, Stacy? To just start getting into the little wins. Sometimes it's not even something huge that puts us in a good yay space. Sometimes it's the little things, those little wins in life. All right, so I'm going to see what Kuan Yin has to say to us today. And y'all can keep responding what your FriYay is, what space you're in, what's going on in your world. Keep checking in. Check-ins are important. That gives us all some insight into what's going on in your world, what's happening, that we can either lift you up or we can celebrate, or both. And I choose to celebrate whatever it is, whatever's happening. All right, so let's see. What you got for us, Kuan Yin? The Orchid Priestess of Destiny. The Orchid Priestess of your highest spiritual destiny calls to you now. She inspires you to discover and express your purpose. You are encouraged to live into your potential with all its uniqueness and beauty. Her sweet flute playing deep in your heart, blossoms of orchid and chrysanthemum falling from her feet. She stirs your heart to quest for your true soul passion. How beautiful a card is that? Searching for that soul destiny, that one thing that we know without a doubt that that's our thing. That's our passion. That's our life, where our life is going and where it leads us. And until you find that purpose and that passion, it's kind of like being on this walk that's showing behind me and not knowing where it goes. Just, okay, I'm going to turn now. I don't know why, but for some reason I'm following this path, but I don't know what it's all about. And sometimes we don't know where that space is that we're headed to. But many times we just know when it feels right. We know when we can get excited about something. I get excited about peace. I get excited about talking to people, about being more involved in peace, what that looks like, what you can do to participate. We have Annie. The little win I woke up to this morning was me and Grayson are getting better roof over our head and warm beds. Very thankful. Oh, I'm so happy. And good morning, Grayson. Stacy says, FriYay. The scale made me cry in a good way for once. Sorry, I didn't make it on the show this week. I did figure out the belly issues, thankfully. Oh, I'm so glad, Stacy. And yeah, anytime that you want to come on, it's open. Whenever you want to get in here and let us see your beautiful, amazing self, just pop on in. I would love that. I would love the company. And I've certainly enjoyed having Auntie Jean with me the times that she's come in. It's been beautiful conversation with her. Morning, Charlie. Yeah, we said your name, and so you had to pop in here, huh? Good morning. And Charlie, I think there was some conversation about how much snow you guys are going to get up there in New York. Jean says, I heard it on the news last night, Kathy. They say the storms might turn into a boom storm. They say Long Island may get up to 36 inches of snow. Okay. Well, miracles can happen, and it may not be that much. So just being aware that there's the possibility, that's what's important, right? Oksana is with us on YouTube. I love to call it the little wins, subtle magic. And I see subtle magic everywhere in my life. But let's take some time to play this weekend, to sing and dance, paint and smile. I love that. I get to meet a P this weekend that I haven't met before. I know her online, I know her on Zoom, but I get to meet our Mansurai, and I'll be with her today as I travel out of El Paso, Texas, and head into close to Albuquerque, New Mexico. Isabel, I'm in a place of self-respect and love so I can share with all I encounter and all elements and Mother Earth. Yes, yes, that's beautiful, Isabel. And Kathleen, yeah, I guess you better get the snow shovel sitting by the door, huh? So you don't get totally snowed in where you're at. And Annie says, Louisiana, where I am, barely gets snow. So far in my area, we haven't got snow. Yeah, I don't think you're going to get a whole lot. It's just the nature of Louisiana, one of those southern states like Florida. Some places in Florida get snow. The northern part and the panhandle, a lot of times they will get the snow coming in. All right. Stacy, we may get some snow flurries here. Wow, that's crazy, isn't it? I don't know, Auntie Jean, maybe did you watch the news and see if you were supposed to get snow here? Maybe that's why I'm leaving. Or maybe I think Auntie Jean was hoping I'd get snowed in and I wouldn't be able to leave. She has been trying everything to keep me here. Everything except tying me up and telling me that I can't go. But that's okay. I know I'm going to be back. I know it won't be long. And I'll be right back here in El Paso and getting us ready to head toward New York. She gets to see Charlie in person and Christine and Erica, and hopefully some of you New Yorkers will come in to greet her and get to meet her in person. Okay. Sorry, I got distracted there for a minute. So when we come into New York, probably in July, I'm thinking, I'm hoping there'll be a little New York get together and some of the people on the East Coast can come in and meet Auntie Jean live and in person. And Kathy Hand says, okay, all, thanks for a good start to the day. Got to walk into work now. Lots of love and thanks to all the P's. Kathy, thank you for being with us this morning on your ride to work. And I hope that that was a good uplifting time for you to get in good space before you head into the daily grind. And Kathleen, you got that snow shovel already ready, right? Yes. Yes, yes. It's good to be prepared. And Suzanne, oh, I hope that you can come in July, Suzanne. Let's make a plan. And also in October, we're doing a get together. Auntie Jean says, I can't get the angels to cooperate. You must need to do something important. Aw, yeah, I think so. I think there's some really important stuff coming up in the next few months. And I'm so ready for whatever that is. I have no clue. But wherever that path leads me, I'm more than willing to walk down the path and see what shows up. Kathleen says, I would love to give Auntie Jean and Teri a big bear hug. Yes, yes, Kathleen, I know what that hug feels like from you, and it's absolutely amazing. So I can't wait until we're up there and getting ready to fly away. It's hard, even still. It's been sinking in for a few days now, but it's still hard to understand that this is real. This is something that's real, because this is a lifelong dream. And in my life, I'm not talking about now, but in the things that have transpired up to this moment, I just haven't had these kind of opportunities that just fall in my lap and say, here, come here. And it's in another country. And yes, it's true. We are going international. I'm so excited that we get to represent the United States, that Jean and I both are going to be traveling to another country, bringing in the energy of what's happened here. Jean's been at 2 land blessings, so she knows what that feels like, and being able to connect the energy of a land blessing in the States and then taking it to another country. I'd like for us to already start thinking about that as a collective energy of the P's for peace. What are the words that we want to say as we go international? What do we want to tell another country about peace coming from us and connecting in the 2 countries? I really would like to get that going. I'd love to hear your comments. I want to write them out on cards so that I can have them there with me as I perform that Ireland land blessing. I want it to be our words. I want the angels to inspire each of us to write something from our heart that we want to say to a different country, a country we want to be connected in with, plugged in with the energy of peace. So start writing, people. Get your thoughts down on paper, and let's get that creativity flowing where we can actually visualize the cord coming from our country of the United States and going to another country. And then from there, hopefully to other countries. This is just the beginning of going international. It's so beautiful that there was that inspiration to bring the Peace on Earth tour to a different country. And I know, Hope, if you're still listening, I know that I'm coming to you. I feel it. I think all the P's would get on that plane when we're headed to the UK to wrap our arms around Hope and Zena. But think of what you want to say, and let's really open up our hearts to this country and just let them know how we feel as a nation, as a movement for peace, bringing all of that energy to them. And let's really see it happening. Let's see it now, start seeing it now. It's going to happen in August, but that means we have time to get it all together. Oh, and Suzanne, you want to be in Long Island too. Yeah, that's the first get together, is when Jean and I come up there to fly out of New England, fly out of New York to head toward Dublin, Ireland. And yes, Staten Island will be buzzing, won't it? It's not going to know what to do with our Auntie Jean. And she says, I feel the hugs already. Yes, yes. Deirdre says, I will send other countries unconditional love. Yeah, I see that, Deirdre. I can see your beautiful words already that's going to flow from you. Okay, Linda Lemieux says, love and peace have no boundaries or time zones. Yeah, it's going to be kind of strange to go into that much of a difference in time when, from there to all of you guys. Well, hope you do it every day. So I know that for you, it's the mindset of knowing, that right now it's early in the morning for us, but it's afternoon for you. And that's how it's going to be when we're in Ireland. It's going to be afternoon when we do the morning show. So that's going to be different. And then the chanting at night is going to be in the middle of the night or early in the morning. I know. Deirdre, get them up, wake them up, and get the people in here that are normally here. We depend on our Blue Jean for some uplifting stuff. And I don't know, maybe she's getting the snow already and she's not here with us yet because she's snowbound. But if she's okay, then let's call her in. Blue, get in here and let us love on you some on this Friday. And Stacy says, Leprechaun co-hosts. I think that's real, Stacy. I'm really already getting into the energy of it. And just being able to walk out in nature in a place like Ireland that I've only dreamed of being, that I've only dreamed of that energy, what it's going to feel like. And I know it's huge. I know the elemental energy there is absolutely huge. And Hope says your chanting will be at 1:30 a.m. You will have to make some adjustments, I think. Oh my gosh, Hope, if you only knew, these angels, they love to talk to me around 2 o'clock in the morning to give me the daily messages. So I guess I'll chant and then sit with them and see what message comes through. So yeah, the one I'm worried about is Auntie Jean, because I don't know that she can do the 1:30 in the morning thing, but we'll see. We'll see what happens with the chanting once we get over there. Annie says, as we, trying to figure out what this is. Maybe as we come to your land, we come with unity and peace. We come in love. We thank you for letting us join with your community. And as we do, we become one in faith and unity and become a family for peace. That's beautiful. I'd love for you all to write out what you want us to say when we get there, when we get to Ireland to do the land blessing. Put it down in writing. And then what I will do is write it down on cards. And I have these cool, really big note cards. And so I can write out what it is that you want to express for that land blessing in Ireland. And I'll have those with me, and we'll just get into your energy of what you want to send forth for a blessing. It is going to be amazing, Annie. I'm so looking forward to it. Yeah, I figured out the word was come and not cook. Not a problem. I'm getting really good at reading autocorrect. I'm like, wait a minute, let my brain figure out what it's supposed to say. Sometimes it's like working puzzles, like where does that word fit in there? Sometimes it does, and sometimes it doesn't. But you got to love it. It's technology these days. And sometimes it thinks that we want to say something other than what we actually do want to say. All right, so let's do our prayers this morning. Let's really lift each other up and see if you all have any to add to the prayers. And since Blue Jean is not here, I will make sure that if there's anything to add, that she gets that message and knows to put everyone in the Reiki grid that we want to be in there. Anybody that we can lift up, let's just put them in the comments so that I can share that with her. All right, so I'm going to look at your comments as I read. I have to multitask when I'm doing this part of it. And Isabel says, you're going to the fairy tale land. How better can it get? I know, it just doesn't get any better than that. We have the spirit in here. Oh, Jean, I think you called in your sister. I'm thinking that's what I'm feeling right now, is some sister love, and to help your tender heart this morning, as you know that you're going to watch me get in that car and drive away. Oh, yes, Miss Hope. I certainly have looked into my family history. On my father's side, there's a lot of Irish connection, mostly Irish. He was a mix of German and Irish. But yeah, I'm finding more and more as I dig into what that looks like for my ancestry. And I'm excited. I'm excited to see what comes forth. And Hope says, thanks for including my younger brother, Gregory Campbell. I feel he is going through the dark night of the soul. He is on our prayer list, Hope, for every day. So let's get to our prayers. And a reminder again that each name, as it's spoken, is somebody or some place or an animal. So as the name is given, just send your love into that being. Just send prayers for love to show up in a way that's going to help that person or that place or that energy to receive the love, to receive the very best experience possible, because we care, because we hold these beautiful souls in high regard. They've been given to us. They've been given into our care for us to care about them. Jean, I know she does. I feel her love. I feel the beautiful energy here in this room where I've been staying. And your sister's going to give you big hugs and help you to adjust to my physical presence not being here in your home. All right, so on our prayer list, we have our India family. We have Prachetta, Prachir, Navriti, Jasmine and your family, Abha, Billy and Tim, Sheila, Gary, James, Loretta and Cecil, Joanne Castillo and her family, especially her daughter, and her grandson, Eris, and Barbara Morales. Thank you so much for being with us this morning. But no, we don't do inboxing here. And as the Mama P, I'm saying adios to you. Thank you for being with us on the morning show. We're sending you away with love. All right, back to the prayers. We have Deirdre and your daughter Danya. Your daughter Danya, praying for her through the journey she's going through, and also your sister Steph and her husband Bob, Adriel, Joni, Suzanne, for you and your beautiful family, Jillian and Jackie, your daughters and your granddaughter, Marietta, praying for you and Ed, wherever you may be, Leo Harley, for you and your family, DJ Blaze, Lakshmi, Ken, Wendy, Jebby, Jim and his son, Ryan, Rick and Josie Morrow. And I don't know if you've reached your destination there in Fort Lauderdale yet, but so much love to both of you. And I hope you have an amazing, beautiful day. Dean DeCandio, Tona Jaraba, Tammy Williams, Meg and Jim Lorio and their family, Jean and Ron Lorio and their family, Christina Leftwich and Carrie and the entire family, Mary Lou Burdick and her family, Catherine and Michael Kovacs, all of her family, and the fur babies, Rosalind Good Vibes, Sally and Tony De La Rosa, and Sally, thank you for being with us today, Kathy and Bob Hand and their family, especially Colin, for Patty and Sonia, Bo and Candy Hand, Paul and Marlene, Joe and Molly, Kathy's co-workers there at the lab, Pat Moss for your daughter and your grandchildren, Becky LaFave and Travis. And I haven't heard any update on Travis lately. So if anybody knows anything, please share how Travis is doing with his recovery after the surgery. Erica Hoppy and her family, Corinne, Charlie Coons and family, your brother Raymond and his wife Kathy, Hope Wellington Marshall, and Zena, lifting Zena up very high, and Hope's parents, and also her brother, Gregory, Trey Horn, Andrea Gregg, Catherine, Eric, John, Tatiana, Annie Seven, and your son Grayson, and also Regina and Adam. And there's our Marietta. And Suzanne, you're so welcome, honey. We keep you lifted in our prayers every day. Prayers for Betty, who had a stroke, Cassandra, Destiny Ortega, Luz, Christine, Gail and Nick Zimmerman, Jennifer and Micah, and Jen's brothers, Chuck and Ken, Oksana, lifting you up, your mom, Amber, Jenna, Ketia, Maximus and his teacher, and Herb, Isabel and Paul and their daughters Inesh and Teresa, Linda and Dick Lemieux and their sons and grandchildren, Linda's friend in Sarasota, Stacy and Josh Lord and their children and grandchildren, her mom Karen and her uncle Richard, and Mary Lord, Wayne, Blue Jean. Not sure what's going on with our Blue Jean this morning, but we're going to lift her and Dave up and all the fur babies there, Pam, Gordy, Lindsay, Kat, Candy and Pastor Bruce, Jenny and the family of John Reed, Jay and Lee, the Deerfield Valley in Vermont, getting ready to be covered in snow in all of New England. Anywhere you all expecting that huge storm that's coming in, we lift you up for warmth, that you can keep your power on so you can have the warmth. And Annie's giving us an update. Adam goes Monday for a CT scan. He is still under treatment for cancer. Leaving him on the list, Annie. I leave everybody on until you tell me to take them off. And Marietta, thank you for the love. And Deirdre, thank you for the travel prayers. All right, Brookie and her family, and the Girardis, Jeanette and Ernie, Sean, Angel and Derek Fullerton, Lillian in Norway, Kathleen Caputo, Mama Hot Bear, praying for your physical health and also for your warmth and your safety there for the storm. Catherine, Baby Wyatt, Baby Haven, Alba, Dottie and Dawn, Tom Brown, Christina Schaff, Grace Isis, her and her father and her sisters, Helena, Jean, Cynthia, and Edwina, Raymond, Darren Walker, Arthur Thompson, Karen Palmer, lifting her up and all of her family, Elaine Armstrong, Elena, Tabby, Irene, Heaven and Son, Marianne, Henrik and Lorraine, Bill, Tammy Fisk, you and your daughter and your sister Tracy, Lori, Kelly, Rochelle and your mom Rose, Stephen, Catherine, Ruth Anderson, and the entire place there in Boulder, Colorado, and Ruth's sister-in-law Sharon, her friends Jeannie and Merle there in Colorado, Deb Goldberg getting ready to do some traveling, Michelle, Crystal and Dean Nobles, your sons Gabriel and Jacob, and Brody the dog, Laura Hill, Joanne Rice, and the family of Bob Rice, Sherry Gatewood and her brother-in-law Padama, Hummingbird, Tammy Hill and family, Phil B., Lynn Gallagher, Danya Navarro, Wendy Roberts, Terry Wilderman and her father, Mary Crincoli and her friends J.H., Mike S., and John, Irene and Eduardo, Eddie Quills, Jose, Michael Murdoch, Jessica, Fidel, Camilla and Nick in Australia, Lynn Andriozzi, Frank, Albie, Viola, Kenneth, Bobby, Mansi, who I get to see today, prayers for her and her husband, Kamal, Maddie, Akil and the Pakistan orphans, Noel, Yuri, Scott, Letitia, Mary, Raven Dalek, Joshua, James, Drake, Alicia Burns, Pam Dite, Chris Blake, Betsy, Kimberly, Ellen, Sue Seekoff and family, especially Richard, Terry Gilstad, the Walters family, Chiara, Ricardo, Cynthia's dad, the family of Sharon Stroud. Sharon made her exit from her physical body, and so we're all lifting up the family now, her beautiful daughter, who has kept us informed of what's going on and let us know that Sharon has moved on. And this is a really tender one for me. And if you've read the blog that I wrote yesterday, this is pulling at my heartstrings. So my heart's a little tender having to know that she's not lighting up this world the way she was, but she was here, but now she's lighting it in a different way from beyond the veil. Kirillani, Marissa, Allie, Bree, Claudia, Gracie, Marianne Pish and her family, Cassandra and Danny Gary, Linny, Fiona Dilston, Pamela Dawn, Rick Olfick. I think Rick's doing really good in his recovery. Sophia's family, John Thaddeus Fiore, Kuka Carney and her family, Bob Simon, and my best friend Sherry Otis, recovering from COVID, Sharon Boyle, Carol Fisher, Jay Rothman and Mary, Deborah, Violet, Walter, Brooks Aunt Jeannie, Shelley, Sue and grandchildren, Carrie's mom, Maggie's mom, and Dolly the horse, Terry, which is Stacy's friend, Andy, Bradley Capone, that was from Leo. I haven't seen our Leo this morning. Janine and sister and Joe, and the sister's name is Donna. So if there's any more that you want to add to the list, just please type it in and I'll get them on there where we can get them into the grid as well. So let's just take a breath in together and just hold that energy, all that love that we just shared out with every one of these beautiful souls, lifting them high. And the one that we didn't do yet was Mama Gaia, and praying for peace on this earth as we give heart healings into Gaia. So take a breath in and just envision that breath. Envision where it's coming from. Just see it traveling from Source, from Christ, from Divine Mother, from the angels and the masters, from our ancestors, all of your loved ones. See that love coming right into your heart and filling it full to overflowing. And now let that love flow forward into our earth, going right to the core of Mama Gaia, right in there, exploding all that energy and helping it to find that one connection for peace. We've been doing a grid over our country. Let all of those stones that were placed, all 18 of them that represent peace, let them be recharged and renewed, and peace fall over the land everywhere those blessings were done, and connecting each state end to end. And now breathe in again the love, and let's give that love to each other. We do this every day. We call it the heart telephone, but we come from inside of our heart and connect in with each person. We're making a grid this way where we send love from one heart to another, and it just keeps on keeping on. It keeps traveling heart to heart. And we do it at the count of 3, 2, 1. Thank you. I love you. Love you so much. And Luz, thank you for being here. Oh, thank you for letting us know that your friend's husband passed away and lifting her high. All right, I'm going to find Leo's song. I'm going to ask for Leo's song to be played. I have to ask my computer these days to do things because it doesn't like to cooperate anymore for some reason. So, Alexa, play Cuppa Fulla Joy by Gypsy Leo on Amazon Music.
Cuppa Fulla Joy by Gypsy Leo on Amazon Music.
Morning, Earthlings! It's time to get up and get ready because today is the perfect day to have a great day. Here we go, come on, come on!
Come on,
let's
sing
play.
your
It's a
Cuppa.
beautiful day. If you woke up this morning, might as well be part of it. We're on a peaceful peace, on our mission for harmony. To me, Mama,
Thank you, Annie. Thank you for the prayers.
We create a portal where we can be together. The heart telephone is always one
Oh,
phone call away.
you're so right.
Because the
Please
angels
wrap
and the
your arms
masters
around
take a deep breath.
Auntie
We're
Jean.
going into a new dimension.
Give her that morning hug and that evening
to
hug
start
that
the
I've
day on
been
the high
giving
vibe
her.
called the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy with all the bees and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe called the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy with all the bees and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a Cuppa Fulla Joy. Give me a Cuppa Fulla.
I love that I can play this song in the car now.
Give me a Cuppa Fulla.
Just ask for it to play.
Cuppa full of joy, full of light, full of love. Bottomless refuse, spilling out from the top. Here, the coffee's always hot and the choice is always yours. The sun is calling out to play, let's put on a show. Today's a new day, we are part of this game. Let's play to win. Love always is the winning team. And you can side with us, there is always no space in the pot. For more love, take a spot and get the day started. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy every day. To start the day on a high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy with all the bees and the
Marietta,
pod.
I'm
The
so
daily
glad you were
mantra is
with
thank
us
you, I
this
love you,
morning.
namaste. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy every
much
day.
inspiration
To start the
that
day
comes
on a high
from
vibe, we call the
Marietta.
AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy with all the bees and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Give me a Cuppa Fulla Joy. Give me a
Cuppa Fulla Joy.
Give me a Cuppa Fulla Joy. Give me a Cuppa Fulla. Give me a Cuppa Fulla Joy. Give me a Cuppa Fulla. Give me a Cuppa Fulla Joy. Give me a Cuppa Fulla. There really is no secret. We simply accept,
Align, allow.
AAA,
y'all.
Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy every day. Just start the day
I
on the
love
high
that
vibe,
you
we
all
call
are
the
loving on
AAA.
Auntie
Morning Cuppa
Jean.
Fulla Joy with all the bees and the
Give her all
pod.
that
The daily
love.
mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy every day. Just start the day on the high vibe, we call the AAA. Morning Cuppa Fulla Joy with all the bees and the pod. The daily mantra is thank you, I love you, namaste.
y'all.
Give me a Cuppa Fulla Joy. Cuppa Fulla Joy. Cuppa Fulla Joy. Give me a Cuppa Fulla. Give me Cuppa Joy. 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 Cuppa Fulla Joy. Give me Cuppa Joy. Give me Cuppa Joy. Give me Cuppa Joy. Give me Cuppa Joy. Give me a Cuppa Joy.
Wait for it. Woo is right. Have a blessed day, everybody. I love you so very much. Stay in your heart, stay blessed, and keep sending that love to each other. Keep surrounding each other with love and light. Keep seeing that angel mobile covered with that protective bubble of energy of Archangel Michael. As I travel down the road, I know that he's got my back. He is right there guiding every mile of the way. I love you all, and I will see you later. Namaste, y'all. Bye, everybody.